into sophistication at Novelty Cigar Bar. Explore curated collections and premium experiences at noveltycigarbar.com, from exclusive events to moments of luxury. Immerse yourself in refined elegance. Discover Miss Novelty's exquisite collections and VIP lounges, setting new standards in class and style. Explore our premium cigars, meticulously crafted to enhance your journey. Experience the extraordinary at Novelty Cigar Bar, where novelty merges with tradition. Join Miss Novelty and the Novelettes online at noveltycigarbar.com or in Raleigh, North Carolina, to elevate your cigar indulgence today.
Hello, and welcome to episode 20 of Let's Talk About It with your girl, the DIDISKKY. Episode 20. I cannot believe those words are coming out of my mouth. I am just elated, honored, excited about all that we have done in these 20 episodes. My goodness. And it was all because of you guys. You hung in there, you stuck in here with us, and you supported us. You enjoyed the shows. You gave us comments. You were engaged. You were entertained. You were educated, all of that good stuff. So I am just so excited that you are with us tonight for our season ending episode. Woo! Oh my goodness. But you know what, guys? As I always say, I could not have a show. It would not be possible if it weren't for my co-host. I call him the man behind the meme. Give it up for Major. Major. What's up?
Hello. Hi, Didi. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you? I'm giving you a little
something that I normally don't get. What's going on today, Didi? Are you home, Didi, or are you not home? What's happening?
I am actually home. I'm facing in a different direction because I wanted you guys to see my glam tree back here. You see my glam tree?
Oh, okay. Glam tree. I don't have one of those, Didi. So what is that? What consists of a glam tree? Is that an angel? Like an angel?
It does. It has wings on it, and I gave you some nice gold pearls, honey. At the bottom, it's actually a Christmas tree. You can't see it, but I have ornaments and everything. So there's a tree at the base of this bodice, which is what it's called. It's like a bodice. Yeah, so I'm excited. Nice. And it's the holidays, which is why I'm sporting my little, crimson and cream, my white and red and white. It's not because of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. It's because it's the holidays and I'm feeling like Mrs. Claus.
Okay, Didi. I'm expecting my gift then, Mrs. Claus. Make sure you let Santa know that he needs to come this way.
You've been good. I don't know about your naughty side. So
I don't have one, Didi. I don't have one.
Well, you actually do after last week's episode.
Oh my God.
Miss Novelty said she's gonna work on you.
Well, most people that come into contact with me decide that I need some level of work. And there we are. That's cool, Didi. Well, how are you feeling?
I am feeling elated. I'm just so excited about it. Can you believe that we are actually in episode 20?
Yeah, Didi, they say most podcasts don't make it past episode 6, and we're on episode 20.
There's like a podcast life?
Like, there is. I have been looking it up, man. Yeah, there's here. They say most podcasts do not make it past episode 6.
I did not know that. And I'm so glad that we were able to keep on pushing, and we're here. And again, like I said in the opening, it's because of our viewers. You guys have hung in there with us. You've supported us, like Rachel Lewis in the house. Rachel, girl, we've been watching you. You've been right here with us. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Levi Q, always supporting, man. Thank you guys so very much. Listen, what we need you to tonight is a very special episode. Like I said, we're feeling, I'm feeling very festive right now.
I'm
And
telling you.
because of Miss Novelty and the novelty experience, we are giving away a $200 gift card.
Awesome.
$200 gift card. That's right.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
crazy.
what I would like is for everyone, if you are watching right now on my Facebook Live, I would like for you to share this live right now. Share it right now. If you're watching on Major's page, share this live. Go ahead and place in the comments and let us know that you've shared it. But also, if you have not done so, go over to our YouTube channel, because listen, everybody has more than one device. I know you do. I got two phones, one for the play. No, I'm just
all right, Didi, calm down, son.
but I have more than one phone. So you have multiple devices. If you're watching, say, on your one phone, go over to YouTube on your other. If you're watching on your laptop or whatever device you have, go over, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're going to select a winner after tonight's guest. So you're going to find out tonight who's going to win that $200, and we're going to put that out to you tomorrow. You're going to get your money.
Right, because you're going to have to pay off some of them that Christmas debt. Now, you went in the debt. No, I'm for real. You need to be watching this podcast right now, because we are giving away 200 big ones. And you done spent that money up on Christmas, and you might not be able to pay that rent or that mortgage in January. So there's $200. It's $200.
I need the $200, to be honest with you.
Didi, I'm telling you, if you want me to, just hit me up on the low, Didi. I'll select you. You'll select
me. I'm gonna select you. 50. Exactly. That's a great idea. We might listen, guys. If you don't, share this on your Facebook, get people in here. And also, we really, really, really want you to tune into tonight's show, because this is a very special show. We are going into the holidays. We're about to give you all things gratefulness, right? Yes. We're going to give you persistence, resilience, fortitude, power. You're going to be empowered. I'm telling you, our guest tonight is amazing. He is coming with the fire, and you have got to hear him. So tune in, call your friends, call your family, as a matter of fact, bring the kids into this show. Let them see and hear our guest tonight, because he is the absolute bomb.com. But like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go ahead, share this live on your Facebook page, and let's get the party started. Hey, Jaquita, how are you? Come on in. Let us know that you are here and you are with us tonight, because all of those are going to play a key. Do you have a person in mind, Major, that you want to select for the $200?
No, I do not, Didi. I'm gonna just wait and see who's on the comment section. I'm gonna pick somebody from the comment section. I ain't even gonna lie to you tonight.
You know what?
I'm gonna pick somebody from the comment section. So somebody's been loyal. So if you want to get your folks in on here, you better get them in here now. You better get them commenting on the Let's Talk About It podcast with Didi Skky, because I'm going to pick somebody. I got Vontail Robinson says pick me. Levi Jr. is on. Yeah, man, here we go. I love giving out money, especially when it's not my own.
Come on in.
Especially when it's not my own, Didi. That's more fun for me. So thank you for allowing me this opportunity.
Absolutely. Shouts out to Levi Jr. in the house. So glad that you all are with us tonight. Woo! Okay, well, I am ready to introduce our guest tonight. I had the pleasure of witnessing him in rare form. He was actually a featured speaker at my church, Elizabeth. Shouts out to Elizabeth Baptist Church here in Atlanta, where Bishop Craig Oliver is our pastor. But immediately I was inspired, empowered, and motivated. He moved me in ways that I hadn't been moved in a long time, from hearing a speaker, a special speaker, to come in and come on board. He motivated me. I laughed, I cried, I said amen. I wanted to shout. I had all the feels. But when I left the service that day, I thought about life, right? I thought about my own challenges and the fortitude that I possess. I started to evaluate myself. And I also thought about you guys. I said, I have to have him on the show. And it was only fitting. It was perfect. It was divine that he is the special guest for tonight's show, our 20th episode, season ending. You know what? I'm not going to introduce him. I'm actually going to allow for a special clip, and stay tuned in because this is going to give you the background and the trajectory of his life. Right. So after this clip, I would like to welcome the incredible Master Sgt Cedric King.
Veterans Day is a special day of remembrance for veterans all across the country. That includes
Uh-oh. Are we having some static here?
Oh, no.
Didi, are you seeing that?
I am.
Oh, man. Let me try this again. Yeah, okay. This is some of the things we're going to end up talking about during our off season, guys, because, you know, we are coming back. Let's see if we can get the clip popping. I'll tell you what, let me try to, I'll try to do it this way. For whatever reason.
No worries. We will try it again, but if not, hey guys, this is technology. Everything happens. We will just go ahead and bring on Master Sgt King, and he will tell you his story. And he's just as powerful.
Oh my God.
So no worries. If the sound is not playing, no worries, because we have him live and in full effect. So let's go ahead and introduce our special guest for tonight. Hey.
All right. All right.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Please welcome Master Sgt Cedric King.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks so much.
How are you? It's so good to have you on the show. I am absolutely honored to have you.
I am well. I just want to thank you, Didi, for having me come on. What a blessing this has been. I know tonight is going to be crazy fun. This is always how it is when you get the immediate resistance. You just hang on, because that's where the good times are, you know?
That's right. You are absolutely correct. Well, the video, we were having some technical difficulties. So I would like to go back
Absolutely.
From, you growing up in Carolina, you had a love for basketball, but you just didn't think that your life was going to lead you in that direction. And you chose to go into the military.
I
correct?
did.
Okay.
I did.
And so take us from there.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I know everybody on here is a scholar, but for me, I didn't grow up with the best grades. And oftentimes, when you're the kid that doesn't get the greatest grades, you don't get shown the attention on going to college. You don't get that conversation. Hey, come on in and talk to the guidance counselor. I didn't get that. So, I knew that I couldn't take the route. Some of my friends were starting to, make the fast money in the neighborhood. And I was like, man, it's kind of hard to say no to fast money when you see your friends wearing nice clothes and your friends are starting to date the pretty girls and driving cars. And it's like, man, I would love to do that. But, man, I had parents and grandparents in my life, and it'd have been worse than going to jail. It'd been worse than going to jail if they had found out. So I made the decision to go to the military, kind of find out exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to go to college, but my mom, a single parent, and she could not afford to send me to college and me be messing around, messing up good money that she didn't have to send me to school. So I went in the military, for the college money in the beginning. You got to figure this is the 90s. Wasn't no war on terror. Wasn't no Afghanistan. Wasn't no Iraq kicking off. It was just like you go in, you serve your time, you get out.
Right.
But, and Dee, when I got into the military, it was the first time where I felt important. Like what I did was like of the utmost importance. I felt special. Well, not in the beginning because you had these sergeants back then. Military is a little bit different now than it was back then. But man, I got put in charge of stuff for the first time. I was marching, 100 soldiers at a time. And it's the first time you feel like what you're doing matters. Some people get that in grade school. Some people get that in high school. I didn't get that until after I graduated. But once I got it, Didi, it was like nothing else mattered.
Yes.
I could actually be just as important as the kids that were in the, the principal's list, the dean's list. I could do something as important as them.
Yes.
Like, man, it felt really cool to be one of few. It was cool.
Absolutely. And what you have done absolutely matters. And just as the comments are coming in, thank you for your service and your commitment. And so again, the video and Major can, maybe just show some clips of it pass forward a little bit so that they can understand where things were with you and what happened. And so
if you want, we could talk to it. I know I asked you to shoot me the hard questions, so
Didn't happen.
I'm ready for it.
I definitely know that there was some sort of
we can certainly do that without the volume, Major, so that we can talk through it or at least bring it down a little bit. And so you are assigned, this is after 9/11, correct?
Yeah, this is, so the point that we're talking about today is I'm on my third deployment in the war on terror. I'd already done 2 deployments, one to Iraq and one to Afghanistan. This is my third deployment, my second to Afghanistan. If anybody's ever served overseas, it's a lot different, especially here in the United States. We take it for granted so much because everything is so nice here in comparison to over there. I get it. There's some tough places in every city, but man, you go to other places, and I mean, Didi, just to keep it as PG as possible, that they had terror over there that was unrivaled. They would really, really hurt civilians. And we were there in an effort to kind of like create jobs for Iraqis, to put in wells and do good things to keep bad guys away from these small villages.
Right.
And on one foot patrol one morning. We were going to actually scout out and do a reconnaissance of a small outpost, a little small outpost, like maybe maybe a quarter mile away. There's this little shack, and we are supposed to actually just do a reconnaissance on it. How big is the shack? What's inside it? Are there any wires? Are there any ammunition? Is there any maps? Do they have any radios? What are they doing inside this little shack? We go over there. It was so quick. It was like, wow. It was like it was going to be a quick day. I'm not sure if you've ever been to work before and you find out that you're going to get the chance to get off early. It's like, yeah, let me go and knock out all the work. Let's get up out of here. That's the way it was. Didi, we were done in like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. We were actually doing so well. I actually made a decision to just go outside and alert the perimeter that we're getting ready to go back. And as I go to walk out of the shack, this little mud hut, I step on an IUD. It's like this. It probably, if you put a penny under your rug or under your doorstep, the rug that's at your doorstep, if you put a penny under that, you step on it with your foot, you wouldn't be able to tell where the penny was. It's just that small. It creates that small of a signature. There's no way for you to know. The other thing is we were actually using mind devices to find these things, but because Afghanistan, it's metal and screws and cans and debris everywhere. Oh, so even if you did for so long, we were finding like the thing was going off all the time. So we had to switch the sensitivity of it so that it's not going off every 2 or 3 steps. And that's when I stepped on the IUD. Now I'm pretty sure for people on here, maybe you didn't lose a pair of legs, but that particular day, those legs that I had were blown off instantaneously. It was like instantly they were gone. I looked down and there's just blood everywhere. I can remember there's just parts of my boots or parts of my pants leg is everywhere. And this is one of those moments where I had to start looking at that differently. Now, maybe you didn't get your legs blown off, but I'm pretty sure everyone on this call has had that moment in your life where you're like, what am I going to do now? There ain't no answers in no textbook on how to handle this. This is a chance where you really get to figure out how you stand with faith. Ooh. Are you going to panic? Or are you going to be cool? And this is one of the greatest gifts that life can give you, is for you to figure out what you will do when times get real.
Right. Let's so you bring up a really good point. I am really interested in knowing, because at that point in time, you have a moment where, is it, an outer body experience? Do you, where were you? Because I know in the video clip, you mentioned that it happened, like your life seemed like it slowed down at such like a fraction of a pace.
Yeah, I had never had a concussion before. I played basketball and, playing football in the backyard, but I never had my bell rung. I had wrestled, I had done a little bit of martial arts, but I had never had a concussion. So when this happened, the brain, the blast is so strong. I know you see the stuff on TV, it's a big fireball, but this blast was so strong, it picked me up. Didi, keep in mind, I'm at the time maybe 185, 6'1", 185, but with all my gear on, I'm probably like 210. This thing picks me up and tosses me. Right. And it's doing this. The only reason why I know that it picked me up is the guys, they were telling me, we saw you 1 minute, the next minute you were in like a cloud. You're being thrown out of this cloud of dust. Saw you after the dust landed, after the dust settled. We saw you on the ground. There's a hole dug underneath where you were. You're talking about these guys are very, very good at primitive, like explosives. They're really good at these. So for me, the blast, it takes it just rattles your brain a little bit. Your brain is inside of this fluid in your skull. It's inside this fluid, and anytime something hits you so hard, the concussion happens as your brain hits up against your skull. It's a small little jolt, and this is where I land. That little slow fractal time speeds right back up into time like we are talking right now. And I land. I really don't know what had happened, but I try to stand back up. It's no different if you're walking, you trip up, or you're at the skating rink and you fall down. Your initial response would be just try to get back up again. I tried to do the same thing. The problem is I don't know the significance of how badly I'm injured. I just try to get back. I don't even look down. I just try to get back up. But it felt like I was on like an ice rink or a skating rink. I tried to get back up, but I kept slipping down. The medic runs over to me, reaches for his tourniquet. Anybody ever served overseas, especially in the last 10 years before the war ended, you put your tourniquets up in his pocket. I go reach for he goes and reaches for the tourniquet, and he doesn't come from my arms or anything. He goes below my waist and starts putting the tourniquet on, which forces me to look down, and this is where I see the carnage. I start to see everything below my knee is like very graphic. It's like red and pink everywhere. It's a smell that I had smelled before, but only in some really tough situations. I'm not sure if you've ever been around a car accident, if you've ever been around a shooting, or it's a smell that you never forget. Human blood, human bones. The blast it's actually a combination of heat and force. So everything is really hot. Everything is really hot. My arms, this arm is as good as it's gonna ever get. This arm, I could see right through. I could see you through this.
Wow.
All of this is happening at one time, and yes, it can be overwhelming. And I understand. If things in your life right now are overwhelming, I'm telling you right now, this is such a gift for you. I'm telling you because I know if you get to a place where you feel overwhelmed, this is an opportunity for you to rely on everything you believe in. How else are you going to be able to know that the oven gets to 500 degrees if you don't punch it in and let it go all the way up? Then you trust it. Right. The only way you're going to know if this faith that you've spent your whole life cultivating, how else you going to know it works unless these storms kick in? We got a generator at our house. The only way the generator works is the power got to go out.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to know. You never know if the generator does not come on just arbitrarily. The power has to go out.
Yes. Let's talk about faith. Because when you are assigned to go and do your job and your work, and I remember in your presentation at service, and you mentioned that you knew when you found out where you were going in your assignment, you went and spoke to was it your colonel? I don't know.
Yeah, the colonel.
Yeah, you went and spoke to him and was like, man, like, why did you choose me?
I was so mad at this dude.
You were mad at him for assigning you to this, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But it was one of the best things that could have ever happened. We get to Afghanistan, and the colonel, He goes, he has his map, like the whole wall is a map. And he goes and he takes his laser pointer and he's pointing around to this outpost and this outpost and this outpost and this one right here and this one and this one. And it's like 12 outposts. And it's 12 of us are in this room. We're going to go assume those 12 locations. Some locations are going to be really quiet. Some of them, people are going to be friendly. Other locations, you're going to have to fight every single day.
Wow.
The very next morning, the colonel says, when you come back in the meeting tomorrow, you'll know where your assignments are. I go to the tent all night. Diddy, I am praise and worshiping on this iPod that I had. I don't know, like you back in the day, you used to have these. If it's not a phone, you can still use it as an iPod. I had it. I was like, praise and worship, silver and gold. I mean, you name it. I was singing all the praise songs. I was all the scriptures, everything, all night. Woke up the next day. I knew that I was going to be blessed and highly favored. I go in there. I'm looking at the map, looking for my name, where I'm going to take my platoon. And I see that the place that I'm going to is the absolute worst place, the most violent place, the most dangerous place out of all 12. Didi, I, at this point, am like, this is where I know as Christians, we're supposed to be like decent and order,
right,
supposed to reflect the glory of God. But at this point in time, I came loose. I'm like, hey, everybody get out the tent. I need to talk to the colonel. So everybody but the radio guy can't leave.
Right.
He has to be there. But everybody else leaves out. I'm like, all right, sir.
I need some explaining.
Yeah, for real. Yes. I respect your rank. You're the colonel. Everything I respectfully, but why you put me there?
Wow.
Why me? You know, I've already been to Afghanistan. I just got back from Afghanistan. You sending me to the worst place. He said this, and I'm going to tell you right now, it sounded like a cop-out, but this is the very best lesson that probably combat taught me.
Sheesh. Yeah, I think, he did mention earlier that he had that spectrum. Is he frozen up? He's frozen up. Yeah, man. God, dog, what the heck?
Frozen. He is a little frozen.
That's crazy. Yo, if y'all are blown away in the comments, say blown away in the comments. Can you imagine?
There you go.
You all actually, there he is.
There you go. I was about to call you in, man.
I'm telling you, man. We were just talking about that spectrum. But yeah, put a blown away in the comments if you are blown
away. Absolutely.
Didi, I felt like I'm like, bro. He said there are going to be guys that I could put there. But since I don't trust them, I have to put the people I don't trust as much in the safe places.
Wow.
I cannot put a person that I don't trust in a dangerous situation. It's going to harm them, but more importantly, it's going to harm the men.
Right.
I cannot put the men in danger. I can only put people up there that I trust. And this is something that made everything put in place for me. God does not necessarily care about our safety as much as he trusts us. He can keep us safe, but he can only put us in places to the degree that he trusts us. So if you're going through hell right now, it's not by accident. It's only because God trusted. You're not going to turn your back on him.
Wow. Okay,
you're not going to start panicking as soon as things get tough.
Let's back this up. Let's back this up because you have just experienced a tragic blast. Okay. The Master Sgt King or even Cedric King that everyone knew before is now someone totally different. Of course, praise to God that you survived.
Amen.
But that same question that you had to your colonel, why me? Why me, man? Why you gonna put me in that position?
Yep.
Did you not have that same question when after it was over to God? Did you not question God and say,
You
God,
better believe it, Dee. It's the same question, but I believe this, and just hear me out. Because I asked the colonel that same question just months prior to this happening, the lesson that God was teaching was almost like the colonel was the prerequisite to God teaching me this lesson. He's almost like, you heard this before. I'm just reiterating what the colonel already told you. And for me, so many lessons that I learned in the military are so close to what God has taught me in my life. He speaks to me through the language of the military, much like he probably speaks to you through the language of camera and angle and broadcast. So many corollaries. Same thing in the military with me. I just could not believe that because I was put here, I thought, okay, well, God, you're going to save me. You're going to keep me safe from all hurt, harm, and danger. And the truly great thing about it is, you know that scripture where it says, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Ooh, yes.
Didi, the weapon formed. The weapon exploded.
Exactly.
But the greatest part about it was not just the fact that I lived. The blessing is I praise more after the blast.
Wow.
Like you get like, okay, if you're in God's seat just for a second, you're like, okay, I can get a blessing from you by keeping you from the hurt and the harm and the danger. But what about the testimony if I put you in the fire and then bring you out? You're gonna believe in me more, and your testimony is so much more powerful. So I gotta put you in harm's way. Yes, I'm gonna bring you out, but I need you to stay 10 toes down when you're in the fire.
Wow.
It's not a time for you to run and hide. This is your magical moment, baby. This is the epitome of Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego in the fire. If you would have taken them out of the fire, Didi, yeah, it'd be great. If Nebuchadnezzar hadn't put them in there, yeah, cool. That'd have been a great Bible story all in its own. But man, when you put them in there,
right,
man, ain't no more discussion.
Wow.
It's got to be God. Ain't no other way.
Yes. Let's go to your physical therapy time. Okay, because at this point, your body
another war
healed, right? Your body has healed or is healing it enough for you to now go into physical therapy and take the steps to start regaining mobility, the ability to move your limbs or the body parts that you have to be able to go ahead and get them lined up for what you need for your prosthetics and everything. Okay. At this point, you don't have your balance. You're trying to, get everything, get your strength up, and you're falling to the ground. The parable that you used in church of Rocky.
Yeah.
I was listening. When I tell you I watched and I took notes. Now I'm telling you, I was in it all the way. When you showed the clip of Rocky, and you said that even his trainer who was in the corner, Rocky was fighting. Okay, give you guys a back scenario. Master Sgt King showed a clip of Rocky, and at that time, Rocky is losing to Apollo Creed. Okay, this is Creed's daddy, y'all. For those of you young folks that don't know about Rocky. Okay, so Rocky is losing to Apollo Creed, and he literally gets knocked down for probably the 20th time. His corner, his trainers are like, stay down. Don't get back up, man. Just tap out. Talk about that. Talk about when everything around you looks like it may be easier, just stay down.
Man, Major was just playing a clip of that video of me falling down, and it took me back for a second. When I first got these legs, I was so impatient. I was so impatient. I got these legs blown off. He's in the hospital. At this point, maybe 4 months at this point. I've been in the hospital bed. I was so impatient, Dee. I was so impatient. And I mean impatient in the most, the best way possible. Because I wanted to just hurry up and get back to the way things were. I get it. The legs are gone, but I want, to the best of my ability, to get back to the way things used to be. And if you're on the line right now and you're hearing me, you see this video right now, this guy is just trying to get back to the way things were.
Yes.
I'm falling down right there. But this is a lesson. So please, if you're writing this down, don't forget this one. The place that you're trying to get back to does not exist anymore. It doesn't. That place doesn't exist anymore. And I'm not saying that to discourage you, but what I am saying is the only way is forward at this point. Trying to get back to the way things used to be is a demotion. It's not a promotion. It's the demotion. God spared you not so that you can go back to that place. There is a new place that's even better than you can imagine, dog. It's a place better than you can imagine that way. And if you can get the courage just to take one step at a time, you can get to the new place God has built for you.
Right.
The children of Israel, they were trying to go back to Egypt.
For familiarity, right.
For familiarity. And I get it. Everybody wants to feel familiar. But I had no clue that there was a way better place in front of me.
Wow.
I couldn't imagine it, though. I couldn't imagine that God had an even better place for me than before.
Not. Yes.
It didn't make sense.
This is beyond faith, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence
Come on, man.
not seen. I mean, you're talking about the faith you had to have, and the fact that you not only got back up, but you got back up and started running, like the videos are showing, and entering into marathons and triathlons and all of these different sporting activities. Where did you, when you started to just walk again and get your balance again, what was the inspiration for you to then say, now I want to actually run and I want to compete? And
this is it right here. So Didi, listen, I have to say this. It started with getting back up again. It started with getting back up again. The first time I took those steps, you can see in the video where I fall down again and again and again. And there's a moment, whether you're learning to walk, whether you're trying to quit eating Oreos, whether you're trying to start a new diet, whatever, trying to drink more water, whatever it is, trying to stop smoking, there's a moment where you're giving it all you got and it's not working.
Right.
This is a very special moment. Don't miss this. For me, Didi, I was giving 100% effort and I was not working. This is the moment where it happened. The guy says, listen, if you can get back to your feet again, it's not going to guarantee that you're not going to fall anymore, but it will guarantee that you have what it takes to get up again and again and again. The more you get up, the more you strengthen yourself in staying up. It's not a guarantee that you'll never fall again, but you are proving to the opposition and to yourself that getting up and staying up is a part of my destiny. It is my birthright. I am supposed to be up, not just once, but I am supposed to stay up. It's not a guarantee that I won't fall down, but doggone it, if I do, it ain't going to keep me there.
That's right. That's right.
For me, it was something so simplistic and just falling down. Didi, I'm using these prosthetics and I'm doing all that I can, and I'm doing exactly what they told me to do, and it's not working. But these are the moments when you have to know that walking by faith is the lesson. You're not going to always see it working. There's going to be a long time before you actually get to the finish line. So what? Get back up again.
Get back
and
up
again. And again. I bet you ain't made mac and cheese great the first time. No. It's going to be nasty the first time. But for some reason, you keep trying to make a potato fluff or candied yams or whatever it is. You keep trying it. And every time you tweak it here, you tweak it there, you learn stuff. You learn what doesn't work, you learn what does work. 350 might not be the temperature on your oven. Might be for somebody else. Whatever the case may be, if you keep cooking, it will get better and better every time. Didi, I tell you, there was some times where I thought I had it mastered and I fall down again.
Right.
But here's the gift though. The times where I thought I had it mastered and I fall down, it was too late to keep me down now. I'd already seen it work for way too long. So this, yes, it's embarrassing, but guess what? Now it's too late. I know it works.
I know it works.
You can't knock me down and keep me. It's too late.
Yes. Who was your inspiration? Or what was your inspiration during those times?
During those times, I had a wife and 2 daughters. I had a wife and 2 daughters. I had already been in the military. And this was probably the biggest part of it. I knew that God hadn't forgot about me. I knew that God, you ever been dropped off by somebody and they say, hey, look, I'll be back, right? I'll be back. You know, all right, 10 minutes. Hey, bro, where you at? Look, I'm talking about, have you ever gotten dropped off by somebody before we had cell phones?
Right.
You just had to wait. And you like, dog, what? Ain't no payphone. Ain't nobody had cell phone. You had to wait.
Yes.
You had to wait.
Yes.
Man, if you've ever been dropped off before cell phones, you just had to wait. Fortunately for me, I knew that God was going to come back. I figured he'd be back soon. I thought he'd be back instantly. I'm like, Lord, I know you're gonna make it right. I know you're gonna come back for me. You're gonna do it. You did it again, Lord. No, it wasn't as quick as I thought it was gonna be.
Right.
It took 3. I thought I was gonna be in the hospital maybe 30 days. Didi, it was 3 years.
Wow. Yeah.
3 years.
Wow.
But during those 3 years, man, if God had gotten me out of there in 30 days, he would have cheated me. If your journey, you want your journey to be so quick. You want God to come back instantly. No. Once you see it all unfold, God will be cheating you if he came and got you as quick as you wanted it. He'll be cheating you. He'll be cheating you.
Yeah. Wow.
You be getting robbed. God's not going to do that. If God had got me out of the hospital in 30 days like I had planned, he would have cheated me. I would have missed out on so many blessings.
Right.
I would have missed out on so many connections. I would have missed out on everything. That journey was long because the length was a blessing. The length was a blessing. not the healing time, the length was a blessing. I wouldn't have got to met the Obamas had I been in there 30 days.
Right. Wow.
I wouldn't have went to the Thanksgiving party. Wouldn't have met LeBron. Wouldn't have had all these experiences in 30 days. I'd have missed out on all of that.
It's like taking it, like exposing a roll of film too soon when it hasn't.
You mess it up.
Yeah, you mess it up. That's right. You also had the opportunity to play in the celebrity football game during Super Bowl with Tracy McGrady. How cool was that? Anthony Anderson, Tracy McGrady, Wale.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
I'm going to find out. I was like, wow, this guy has been everywhere. You were doing your thing. The fun part for me was, seeing those images. There you go. Yes. How was that? How was that experience?
Didi, I was the only guy out there on running blades. I can't tell you how hard it is to play football on running blades with everybody else. Wale, all these dudes has got cleats on. They got these guys are athletes.
Yes.
Look, I'm out there. They let me.
You are too. You're a mega athlete.
I try.
Triathlon member, like you're.
But it was a great time though. I got a chance to meet a lot of guys. It was great. Yeah. We get a chance to go out and go to the Super Bowl. I try to go out there when I can, when the schedule.
Yes. So you and your family also were in played on Family Feud.
Oh man, let me tell you. All right, so they called me up, Didi, and they're like, "All right, hey, you got to be a part of this." I was like, "Why I got to be a part of it?"
Yes. There it is.
Yes. How are you?
I'm great, Steve.
How
Introduce
cool
everybody,
is that?
All right, Steve.
Yeah.
This is my
They play
cousin,
this thing all the time.
My brother, my hero. This
you.
is Cedric.
Cedric,
that is so awesome. Well, you know what? Since you like to play games, I see.
I'm up for it. What you got?
Let me ask you this first. How did you guys do?
We won all 5. We did the cash option with the let's see. We played 5 days.
Yes.
We won the car. You won the car.
You won the car. Yes.
Yeah, we took the cash option.
That is what's up. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But it was during COVID. So he was taping here in Atlanta. So it was sort of easy to get to for us. I mean, like everybody, all my family living it here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
So it was good.
Well, since you like to play games, we have a game for you.
What you got? This
game is called Don't Think About It. Okay. So don't think about it. All right. We're going to have 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a series of questions. You don't have it. Well, I mean, a minute. I'm going to give you a series of questions that you will need to answer within this time.
All right.
So the first question is.
All right, hold on. Before you ask me, who's gotten the most?
Who's done the best time?
Yeah. Who's got the most amount of answers in a minute?
Probably Kwame Kilpatrick.
He got what did he get to? He got to what? 10 answers? How many answers?
I think Kwame was the only one that finished it.
Everybody else what we talking about here? Yeah. All right. What you got?
All right. Okay. So the clock will start after I finish my first question.
All
right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Major, you ready?
I'm a competitor, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
All right, let's rock and roll. My first question. So you are from Carolina.
Yep.
Correct? Which part?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. All right, here we go. Fish and grits or fish and spaghetti?
Fish and grits.
Okay. Is the clock moving? Okay, there we go. Sugar on them grits or butter, salt, and pepper?
Butter, salt, and pepper.
Top 3 songs you play when training. Top 3.
Okay. Give me Let's Stay Together, Poison, Candy Girl.
Jeez. Poison. I like
Okay.
and Candy Girl. Turn up.
Bucket list item you plan to check off.
Johannesburg.
Oh, okay, nice. Sports team you're rooting for.
UNC Tar Heels.
Okay. Favorite sport.
Basketball.
Movie that inspires you.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay. Line you can quote from your favorite movie.
Godfather. It's not personal. It's just business.
Okay, you are good.
What else you got? Give me some more.
The clock actually just froze up on us. Like, this is the last show, and everything's like, okay.
Yo,
okay,
man. When I tell you, yeah, you have no idea how crazy some of this the software gets back here.
Oh my God,
man.
bro. When you told me Kwame had the most, I'm like, all right, let's take him down. Let's go.
Yes.
Did you say you like sugar on your grits, though? Is that what you said?
No. She said butter, salt, and pepper.
Okay, is that what you like? Okay,
you like butter, salt, and pepper, not the sugar on your grits.
Yeah, I like the butter.
Well, if I had a choice between the two, it's got to be butter, salt, and pepper. I don't know anybody put sugar on their grits.
Kids put sugar on their grits, man.
What?
Kids put sugar on their grits. Kids, man. I used to do that as a kid.
And then, like, the support area.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Yeah, kids do that, man.
You might as well just dump the bag of sugar like this. What?
Yo, Vontae Robinson say he eats sugar on his grits, man.
Vontae, man, you gotta cut that out, man. Look, hey, put that cheese in there, that pepper, put some of that ground pepper in there. Call it a day, bro. It'd be a blessing to you.
Woo.
Oh, some bacon. Okay.
Yes. What?
Bacon bits, Hormel. There you go.
That's right.
New Yorkers. Levi said
New Yorkers do sugar on their grits. That's right, Levi Q. Now, guys, before we say goodbye to Master Sgt King, if you have any questions, I know Vontel asked the question about your book. Tell us about your book.
All right, so The Making Point. You can buy it on Amazon, but The Making Point was just a collection of stories, a collection of accounts. The Making Point has the vantage point from my wife that gets the phone call. Simultaneously, my mom getting the phone call. They both talk about their accounts of what happened. I obviously describe my account of what happens. The lieutenant on the ground, he gives his account of what happens. Then there's a number of different stories. Me learning to swim again. My wife and I running for the first time. I'm a competitor, so I don't like being beat. But when I'm starting to run, my wife is way faster than me. I took a lot of pride to just kind of swallow that for a second. That's tough. But all the blessings in between, my daughters finding out what real love is. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got people in your life, you're never going to know how valuable they are until tough times hit.
That's
when
right.
Tough times knock on your door, you'll see exactly the blessing that God put in your life.
That's
you ain't gonna know that until tough times hit, though.
Until the tough times hit. What is your advice before you go for someone who may be going through, for our teenagers who are just trying to figure out their way? People that it's the holidays, they're just, experiencing tough times. What is your advice?
Well, I'm going to say this. For young people, my advice is a little different. For young people, I would suggest that you do the thing that you fear. Do the thing that you fear. Not the thing that you know you can do with ease. The thing that is going to challenge you. The thing that is going to make you better. But that's usually the course of action that is probably the most intimidating. I would suggest that you do that. For the people that are struggling during this holiday season, this is a moment for you to not fight against the problem, This is a moment where you get to have a true encounter with you and God. Usually, we know that God can do anything. The one thing that we doubt is us. We doubt us. God, I know you can do it, but I don't know if I'm going to be okay. There is only one way for you to know it. And sometimes when you're getting your teeth kicked in, and sometimes when it's not easy, these are the moments that you learn to find out about how tough you really are.
Kaboom. Yes.
Kaboom.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze up on us again? Oh no.
Yeah, we got the deep part though. That was a good part.
We did.
It's almost like it was done intentionally, but I promise you all, I didn't do that.
Right, exactly.
I do not have that kind of control back here, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, make sure that you pick up his book, The Making Point. He has all of his information, and he's back. There he is, The Making Point. Make sure you pick that up. Master Sgt King, you were absolutely amazing tonight. We thank you so much for joining us in our season-ending episode.
Thanks so much, guys.
We definitely want to have you back next season, right?
Absolutely. Hey, you called, you got it. All right.
Yes, yay. And tell us how they can follow you. Tell the viewers where they can check you out on social media.
So please look me up on LinkedIn. I am going to start posting little snippets of the conferences that I've been to. As a matter of fact, Major's gonna help me out with that. Major's gonna help me out with that. But I'm also going to get some ideas from Dee, from you, Dee, and set up a short podcast. Just something that I can release weekly, maybe in the beginning weekly, and then hopefully get a little bit better at it. But please, social media, LinkedIn is probably where you're going to be able to find me at. Obviously, you can find on YouTube. It's a number of different videos on YouTube.
Yes.
And you can find my book, The Making Point. I've already finished writing the second book already. I'm just looking to find a publisher that I want to work with on the second one. So it'll be awesome.
Oh, congratulations. And so what can we look forward to you next? Maybe Dancing with the Stars or something?
Well, I tell you right now, I don't know if you were I told different stories at each service. So I don't know if you were there, but dancing is one of the things that I'm probably a better dancer now without legs than I was with legs. So it probably won't be Dancing with the Stars, but I am going to be running London in April. So I was one of the people that got actually selected to go and compete in the London Marathon. That's going to be coming up. I'll also be doing Boston. So April is a big month. I have a lot of speeches coming up between now and then. And we got a lot of big clients that will be knocking out this year. So it'll be great. Hopefully I get a chance to come back to Elizabeth. It'll be awesome. Hope everybody can come out. It'd be great.
Absolutely. Again.
Oh, hey, Diddy, I forgot to tell you, there is a movie in the works. I got to send you the. I forgot to send it to you. So there is a movie in the works. Me and my wife. It's going to be called Endurance. We have now secured funding for this project. I can't tell you about all the people that have come together to help this be put on. But when it does, we got to circle back around and get all the players. It's going to be a film that specifically talks about the time from the blast to me running the marathon and all that time in between, all the doubts, all the parts where there was substance. I could have been addicted to certain opioids and all these painkillers. And learning to keep my faith and believing that God hadn't forgot about me and what it took for me to start running 1 mile to 2 miles up to the full 26 miles. What it takes for me to do triathlon, 70.3 miles, all of these things. This is the mindset that it would take. And in this film, you'll be able to see it all. It'd be awesome.
Oh gosh, congratulations. I am so excited and happy for you. And yes, you definitely must come here. Once that movie is released, you have to come here and give us an exclusive.
You got it. You got it. You got it. I'm gonna send over this like the movie promo, like the little paper that you see, the little cutout, the poster. I'll shoot it over to you after this.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, happy holidays to you and your family. And we look forward to seeing you in 2024.
All right. Hey, you guys, God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Right.
Yay. Oh my goodness. What an awesome show, guys. What an awesome show. Even with the glitches. I'm just excited that we made it through episode 20. Even through the trials, we would have the perfect person to inspire, encourage, and uplift us. And he did just that. So shouts out to Master Sgt Cedric King for joining us tonight. Major, were you inspired?
I was inspired. I am inspired. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Didi, I've told you I've been battling this bad back, and it's been keeping me down. And it's been messing with my mood a little bit. And just I'm so glad to have heard this, man, because I need to check myself a little bit. I think.
Well,
I need to check myself, man. You know,
hearing his story it's a wake up call. It's an absolute wake up call when you think about, it almost puts things in perspective where you just say, like, am I really tripping over that? Or is it that serious, or am I down and out when someone is really, when you think you have, it's really when you think you got it bad, when you think you've been through that, when you think you went through hell, like, you have someone who has gone through hell and back and is still full of faith, full of resistance, and has even more power than he did before. So
just think about what he was saying. Like, he has every right to be a junkie. Could you blame him if he was a junkie or something like that? Like, you really couldn't blame a man like that. Like, this man lost so much. How could you not want to do? But this man is sitting here inspiring other people. What excuses? What excuse do you have? What excuse do I have?
That's right. Well, we say in my sorority, excuses are tools of incompetence. Those who use them seldom amount to anything. So, you definitely think about that. Like, there's no excuse. This man is running marathons, literally had to get the power and strength back in all of his limbs. But I saw a video of him where he's like testing someone doing push-ups. Like, I got this. Like, and he's doing more push-ups than another person. Like, he's a powerhouse, literally. And so, again, just so happy to have him on the show. Be sure to check out his book, pick his book up, The Making Point. And I'm feeling festive. I want to go ahead before we leave and give out this $200 for the holidays. Before we go, Major, what are you going to do for the holidays before we get ready to announce our winner for tonight?
Oh, Didi, I am celebrating Kwanzaa with my family for the holidays, man. We have been working on, teaching the kids principles and really trying to get away from consumerism. I'm not saying that's what Christmas is all about. I do know that some of us, we do get too caught up in consumerism. And this is just my part, making sure that I don't pass that on to my children, and that they're aware of what it really means just to exist and to be, who they are in the holiday, and not to allow someone to tell them to go broke just because everybody else is going broke and going into debt. Hey, y'all, don't go into debt this holiday season, man. Don't do it. But if you've already,
right there on January 1.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be right.
Mortgage, car note, everything right there.
Didi, what you doing for the holiday? I know you don't sit still long enough. I know you probably gonna be jumping out of a private jet or something.
Jumping out of a private jet. No, that I won't be doing. But I'm actually I'm going to Dubai for heading out on Christmas and coming back after.
Oh my goodness, Didi, what?
But this is actually my first time actually going out of the country like this. Like, I've been on cruises and made stops at port calls and Haiti and places like that. I've never been overseas like this.
Well, Didi,
so
you do know
I'm nervous and excited at the same damn time because I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with myself on this flight this long. But yeah.
Oh, well, Didi, you know not to go over there talking crazy, right?
Remember
the woman who just came back, wasn't it Dubai? And they kept her.
You don't have to worry about me. I'm not doing any of those things.
Yeah.
No, nothing that is going to cause any kind of ruckus. I don't want to be that. No, I'm even, I have my prescriptions from my doctor, and they have, I have the actual prescription from the doctor to make sure no mistakes, no errors.
Okay, Kadidi, if you get stuck up over there now, I will still do the podcast.
Can you call the president, please? I'm stuck.
I will still do the podcast. And I'm not gonna change a thing. I promise you.
Master Sgt King collect call from Didi Skky.
Right. That would be so crazy. Man.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's select the winner. Again, guys, we thank you so very much for hanging in here with us. We're going to go away until just the spring. We will be back with season 2. It's going to be full of, even more special guests we're going to be bringing to the show. The content is going to be off the chain. We're going to look at some other platforms to use so we can make sure that it runs smoothly. But this was the first season. And you guys, I'm telling you, even, through the trials, even through the little test, I think that we put on an amazing show. And Major, I have to say thank you to you, because you are the reason that this is even possible. I would not have been able to do this. I've been with you. You've been with me for a minute. And I just brought it to you. We've done Beauty and the Beat, where
we did do Beauty and the Beat, didn't we? Beauty and the Beat, shout out.
Yeah, shouts out to my cousin Gino, the makeup guru. So we did Beauty and the Beat. But the difference between Beauty and the Beat was that it wasn't live. We did everything in post-production. During COVID. And so that just gave me the bug, as a journalist, just all wanting to put out content, be engaging, entertain, and encourage others. And that's what this show is all about. So season 2 is going to be chock full of
It's going to be so lit. But during this little hiatus until spring, guys, we're going to be talking to you all about our journey during the first year of podcast. And as you heard Master Sgt Cedric King say, he's boosting up and getting ready to start a podcast. Podcast is becoming one of the most popular vehicles for consumption today. Right. So if you are starting up a podcast, if you've already started up a podcast, or you're thinking about starting up a podcast, or if you've already made it to episode 6 and quit at episode 6.
Like that marriage, like a marriage.
Yeah, Let's Talk About It podcast on the off season is going to be walking you through our experiences and how to fine tune some of your future podcast endeavors. All right. So Didi, moving along, Didi.
Moving along. Let's pick this winner.
I know that a lot of these folks, we say they spent too much money, so we want to help. We want to help them out with that financial situation, Didi. And we're going to pick somebody right here live on the Let's Talk About It podcast.
We're going to bless them. All right. Now, have you seen my inbox message? I want to make sure that we're good.
Didi, and I totally concur. Now, this individual, I concur 100%, Didi. Now, what we're discussing is that we want to make sure we give it to somebody who has been a loyal viewer. So if you've been a loyal viewer of the Let's Talk About It podcast, put loyal in the comments right now.
Yes, that's right.
We want to make sure that it's somebody that's a loyal viewer. And that's really our only criteria. And you have to be subscribed to the Let's Talk About It podcast with Didi Skky.
That's right.
All
right.
That's right.
They have done all the things that we've asked. That's right.
So I'm going to give you all a few seconds to put in loyal viewer.
Yes.
And just put loyal, right? Loyal. I see loyal coming up.
Yes. Shout out to the Novelty Experience for sponsoring this holiday giveaway. We are so honored to have Miss Novelty with us on last week, and she said, you know what, I'm going to double the bank. And then she was like, you know what, I'm going to put this on it. We were like, okay. So shouts out to Miss Novelty for doing that for us. Major, I am going to let you select the winner.
Okay, Didi, I'm ready. Let's see.
Ready?
All right. So everybody put loyal up there. I'm going to give you guys 30 more seconds, and I'm going to put somebody up there. 30 seconds. 29, 28, 20. We'll come after 28. I can't count backwards. I see a lot of new people up here.
Yes, we're gonna make sure it's someone that definitely has been riding with us.
Hey, let me tell you what, if you are new and this is your first time, this will be our third giveaway, guys. Since our first season, we have literally given away, our first giveaway was $50. Our second giveaway was Tank concert tickets with Charlie Wilson, and that was crazy. And this is our third giveaway, and it's getting bigger and bigger and better.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
All right. Maybe the suspense is killing us.
All right, 5,
okay,
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. This is going to be our winner. Everybody give a shout out to yours truly.
Rachel Scott.
Rachel Scott. Yeah, everybody shout out Rachel Scott. She's been a loyal
Rachel Scott.
She's been a loyal listener and viewer of the Let's Talk About It podcast with Dee Skky. So Rachel, you just reach out to us. How you want to reach out, Dee? How you want them to collect this money? Rachel, split the money with me because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We'll send them a message in their inbox. We'll send them a message.
Rachel, split the money. Split the money with me.
Always trying to get.
I'm just playing. All right, guys. Thank you all so much, Dee.
Yes.
What a great season, and I owe you so much. You have helped me to come out of my shell vocally. You know, I got some social anxiety, so that's why. But yeah, Dee, I really want to thank you for just all that you do and just you bringing me into your atmosphere. It really means a lot to me. And I don't want you to go unnoticed whatsoever, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you all the viewers who have watched us, supported us, and been through the trenches with us this entire season. And to all of our guests, every last one of them, from Kwame Kilpatrick. Woo! I mean, we got some bookends, don't we? Kwame Kilpatrick to Master Sgt Cedric King, and then everybody in between. My goodness, Lily UV, Charles Oakley, NBA legend, Nick Devereaux, trans man advocate. Oh my goodness, Miss Novelty, cigar enthusiast. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm going down the list. I'm going down. Divine Stevens, music and entertainment mogul.
Kiana Dancy, Tay Baby.
Tay Baby.
Oh man, I'm telling you, we had a great season.
A great season. So shouts out to all of you. And I wish you all a happy holiday and a blessed new year. Whatever you do, be safe, enjoy, and live life. That's going to do it for me. You know, your girl Dee Skky. Be sure to follow me on all of our social media platforms. Check us out on Let's Talk About It. We're Let's Talk About It Dee Skky on Instagram. If you want to send us some show ideas for next season, email us at ltaidiskky@gmail.com. Or if you're interested in even being a sponsor of the show for next season, whatever it is, hit us up on that email. And of course, on all the social media platforms, check me out at DIDISKKY. Like we said, we were talking to Master Sgt King. I'm even on X, which is Twitter. So
yeah, see, that's it. I'm not gonna walk around and say, "Hey guys, I'm on X." Not gonna do it.
Major, how can they follow you?
Well, I am always on social media platforms at Design by Major, and I am getting ready to start up a behind the scenes channel for production, Dee. So not only are we gonna talk about podcast production on this channel, but we are gonna just show people in general how to do some overall, cool graphic-y things and just, take it to the next level, Dee. But yeah, hang out with me on Design by Major social media platforms.
That's right. Well, that's going to do it for our 20th episode. You guys be well, and we look forward to seeing you in 2024. You know what I say? Go for your goals. what is it? Go for your goals, reach for the stars. I'm so excited. I can't even remember. Go for your goals, reach for the stars, because the sky has no limit. We'll see you guys. Take care.